clap them right or play them right after me. Here we go. We got hot dog. Hot dog. We got grape soda. We got grape soda. We got hot fudge sundae. Hot fudge sundae. We got apple pie. Apple pie. We got coconut shrimp. Coconut shrimp. We got Rice Krispie treats. We got Rice Krispie treats. We got chocolate strawberry. We got chocolate strawberry. We got cinnamon oatmeal. Cinnamon oatmeal. We got milk and cereal. Milk and cereal. We got avocado toast. Avocado toast. We got cheese ravioli. Cheese ravioli. We got strawberry ice cream. Strawberry ice cream. We got chips and guacamole. Chips and guacamole. We got tater tot casserole. We got tater tot casserole. We got pepperoni pizza. Pepperoni pizza. I said pepperoni pizza. Pepperoni pizza. Hey, let's go. All right, so we got our rhythms, we clapped our rhythms, so you know what these rhythms sound like, right? Now, these are applicable all the time. I use these rhythms all the time. You use these rhythms all the time, but you just don't realize that you utilize them all the time. So let's talk about these rhythms and how you play them and how you count them, right? So now, we already talked about our quarter note being the foundation of everything. That's our hot dog, hot dog, hot dog. Now, the only thing that we're going to do when we change it to notation is literally put numbers instead of there, right? So we got hot dog, that becomes 1, 2. And then if there's 4 notes in the measure, then it becomes 3, 4, right? So hot dog, right? If we got 4 of them, it turns into 1, 2, 3, 4. That's simple. We're already reading quarter notes. It's that easy, right? Now, let's look at the next rhythm. We have grape soda. Now look at that. We have a quarter note, and then we have 2 eighth notes after it. Well, how do I know that there's an eighth note after it? Well, look at the quarter note there doesn't look the same as the eighth note, right? The quarter note doesn't look the same as the eighth note. You see that it's like 2 beamed together, right? Now, I know it's an eighth note because they're beamed together, right? Quarter notes are not beamed together. Eighth notes are going to be the ones that are going to be beamed together. And they're only going to have 1 beam, right? And when we look at 16th notes in a second, you'll see Rice Krispie treats, you see it has 2 beams on there, right? We're only working with 1 beam with the eighth notes. Now, how do we know what the eighth notes sound? How do we know how fast the eighth notes are? Well, I usually use the method of bobbing my head or clapping or tapping my foot, right? Whenever I go down, that's the quarter note. Whenever I go up, that's the eighth note. So if we're going to do hot dog, right? Hot dog, right? Every time we go down, that's our quarter note. But when we move to eighth notes, right? Let's say we're on hot fudge sundae, right? Hot fudge was when I go up, sundae. Every time I go down and up is 1 note. So hot fudge sundae, hot fudge sundae, hot fudge sundae, hot fudge sundae. Those are my eighth notes. That means I'm going to clap every time I move for the eighth note. And if this were a drum, I would literally just play a drum each time, right? So what we do is what we call subdivide. And subdividing means that we just break it into smaller pieces. So instead of me thinking about on hot dog, I'm going to think hot dog, but I'm going to be thinking smaller subdivisions. And that means that I'm going to be thinking eighth notes when I'm thinking about quarter notes. And I know you're saying, TJ, like, this sounds like a lot, but you're missing me here. It's not. No. Check it out. When you think about quarter notes, you're going to subdivide eighth notes because this is going to help you with your timing. Hey, TJ Fisher here. Really quick, if this is helping you finally make sense of rhythms and notation, you're going to love the full course of From Ear to Page. I break it all down step by step, and you can finally learn how to read and write music with confidence. Join me on Patreon and unlock the full experience. Link is below. I'll see you inside. Right? So even though I'm going hot dog, hot dog. In the back of my mind, I'm thinking, hot fudge sundae, hot fudge sundae, hot fudge sundae, hot fudge sundae. So that I can keep my quarter notes in time, right? This subdividing helps me to make sure that I stay in time, right? This is not the way we count it, or this is not the way we play it, but it just helps to keep that in the back of the mind. It's just a good tip to know. Not a mandatory thing. But let's get back to it. So we have our eighth notes. Hot fudge sundae, hot fudge sundae, hot fudge sundae. Everything is going to be a syllable, right? Hot fudge sundae. We're clapping on every syllable. Now with our eighth notes, instead of us going hot fudge sundae, we replace hot fudge sundae with numbers, right? Numbers and syllables, right? Our numbers and representation of different counts of the beat. So instead of us saying hot fudge, we're going to say one and. And the reason we say one and is because we can't say 1 1, or we can't say 2 2, we can't say 3 3, because we will run out. So what they do is they give you a syllable to help you keep your space, right? They say 1 and. So that's how we count our eighth notes. 1 and, 2 and, 3 and, 4 and, right? 1 and, 2 and, 3 and, 4 and. So instead of us saying hot fudge sundae, we say 1 and 2 and. Instead of us saying hot fudge sundae, we say 3 and 4 and. Well, how do you know if you say 1 or 2 and or 3 and 4 and? Well, it depends on where it is in the measure, and we'll talk more about that in a second. But you see that you're already reading these rhythms just by knowing what they sound like, right? Now, if we look here at apple pie is literally just a mirror image of grape sodas just flipped around. So you already know what these rhythms sound like. You've played these rhythms already, but now you're literally just going to play the rhythm backwards now, right? So in the beginning of grape soda, we got the quarter note, grape soda, right? So you hear how soda sounds. We got those 2 eighth notes right after each other. Now we have the 2 eighth notes in the front and then the quarter note in the back. That's where we get apple from, apple. And then we got apple pie, apple pie, apple pie. Now remember, how do we count eighth notes? Do you remember how we count eighth notes? We counted 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and, right? So if we look at apple pie, we got 2 eighth notes, and then right after it, we have a quarter note, right? So we got apple pie, we got 1 and 2, right? 1 and 2, 1 and 2, 1 and 2, right? Or if it was in the second half of the measure, 3 and 4, 3 and 4. Literally, same rhythm. It sounds exactly the same. We're just putting these number mechanisms to here, right? So we got apple pie. We got our eighth notes. We have anything else eighth notes. Let's jump down all the way down to the bottom of our chart where we got tater tot casserole, right? Look at the similarities between tater tot casserole and apple pie. Isn't it the same thing twice? It's the exact same thing twice. So if we look at all around our chart, we see that these rhythms are exactly the same, but they're just in different ways, right? It's like taking your name and putting the letters and rearranging them, but the letters still sound exactly the same. And that's kind of what reading music is like. It's literally like taking the letters and moving them to different places, right? So we got tater tot casserole, tater tot casserole. Have you ever had tater tot casserole? like I don't even know what's in tater tot casserole, but it's a great teaching mechanism. So we got tater tot casserole, tater tot casserole. All right, so we got tater tot casserole. We got apple pie, which is literally the same thing, right? Same rhythms. We just want you to see that if we put them in a whole measure, that it sounds like this.